Hello, Mustangs! Sorry it's been a few days. Things have been kind of crazy. But Mrs. Belcher here with an exciting adventure, and as always, my best buddy, Tyrano-thesaurus Rex. Today, Tyrano-thesaurus Rex has decided he needed to add some spikes down his back so he can be like his friend, Godzilla. See his spikes? And he came to hear the story too, along with some other monster friends. This is one of my favorites. This is Titanosaurus, and he makes some really cool sounds. And then this is another one of my favorites. You may have heard of Mothra. This is Aqua Mothra. I love his wings. So my son, Holden, loves Godzilla and has a huge collection, and I mean huge collection, of Godzilla monsters. And these are some of his. And so a special thank you to Holden for letting some of his monsters loose to come and visit and listen to our story today. No attacking towns while you're out. Today's story is an exciting tale about a city called Mouseopolis. Who do you think lives in Mouseopolis? Do you think cats live in Mouseopolis? Do you think Mouseopolis is ruled by frogs? No, a bunch of mice live in Mouseopolis, and Mouseopolis is being terrorized by a giant monster. And that's the mice, have to find a way to stop it and put an end to the attack. Our exciting story today is called Dogzilla. And Dogzilla was written by Dav Pilkey. He also did all the pictures for it too. Let's read Dogzilla. Oh, look, it's the barbecue cookout. It was summertime in the city of Mouseopolis, and mice from all corners of the community had come together to compete in the first annual barbecue cook-off. Oh my. Oh dear. As the cook-off got underway, smoke from the hot grills lifted the irresistible scent of barbecue sauce over the rooftops of the city. A gentle wind carried the mouth-watering smell into the distance, right over the top of an ancient crater. Before long, a strange and mysterious sound was heard. Sniff, 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 sniff. All at once, the volcano began to tremble. You're going to love this page. And suddenly, up from the very depths of the earth came the most terrifying creature ever known to mousekind, the dreadful Dogzilla. Dun, dun, dun. Immediately, soldiers were sent out to stop the mighty beast. The heroic troops were led by their brave commanding officer, the Big Cheese. "All right, you old flea bag," squeaked the Big Cheese. "Get those paws in the air. You're coming with us." Without warning, the monstrous mutt breathed her horrible breath onto the mice. "Doggy breath!" screamed the soldiers. "Run for your lives!" "Hey, come back here!" shouted the Big Cheese to his troops. "What are you, men or mice?" "We're mice," they squeaked. Said the Big Cheese. "You're right. Wait for me!" The colossal canine. The word colossal means really, really big. The colossal canine followed the soldiers back to Mouseopolis, licking up all of the food in her path. Afterward, Dogzilla wandered through the city streets, doing those things that come naturally to dogs. Oh my, this is a problem. Dogzilla chased cars right off the freeway. That's really dangerous. Dogzilla chewed furniture and the furniture store as well. Look at him chewing the store. And Dogzilla dug up bones at the Museum of Natural History. Oh my. Meanwhile, the Big Cheese had organized an emergency meeting with one of the city's greatest scientific minds, Professor Scarlett O'Hary. "Gentle mice," said Professor O'Hary, "this monster comes from prehistoric times." Said Professor O'Hary, "It is perhaps millions of years old. Maybe we could teach it to do something positive for the community," suggested the Big Cheese. "I'm afraid not," said Professor O'Hary. "You simply can't teach an old dog new tricks. If we're going to defeat this dog, we've got to think like a dog. We've got to find something that all dogs are afraid of, something that will scare this beast away from Mouseopolis forever." "I've got an idea," squeaked the Big Cheese. "Oh, I wonder what they're going to do. Something that all dogs are afraid of. I wonder what that could be." Within minutes, the mice had assembled at the center of town. "All right, Dogzilla," shouted the Big Cheese. "No more Mr. Mice Guy. It's bath time." Dun, dun, dun. Suddenly, a blast of warm, sudsy water hit Dogzilla with tremendous force. The panicking pooch let out a burst of hot, fiery breath, and the chase was on. I'm glad my dog can't breathe fire. We'd be in trouble. The Big Cheese tried to catch up to the hot dog with all the relish he could muster. Dogzilla hightailed it out of town and back into the mouth of the ancient volcano. "Well, I'll be doggone," squeaked the Big Cheese. "It worked!" With the horrifying memory of the bubble bath etched in her mind forever, Dogzilla never again returned to Mouseopolis. There she goes. Within a year, Mouseopolis had rebuilt itself, just in time for the second annual barbecue cook-off. The mice of Mouseopolis fired up their grills, confident that they would never see or hear from Dogzilla again. It's not over yet, boys and girls. However, there was one thing they hadn't counted on. Wait till you see this. Are you ready? Puppies! They didn't count on the Dogzilla having puppies, and she had 4. So I wonder what's going to happen now to the city of Mouseopolis. What are the mice going to do? There are 4 puppies on their way to the city right now. I wonder what they're going to do. What's that, Godzilla? That's a great idea, because the book just kind of left us hanging and not really knowing what happens next with Mouseopolis and the puppies. We could write about that. Or if you can't write more to the story, maybe you could tell someone what you think the mice should do next. Or what you think the puppies are going to do and how they can be stopped. And once you have an idea, maybe a grown-up can comment on the video link on Facebook. I know our friend Tyrano-thesaurus Rex would love to hear from you. Well, that's all for now, friends. Our next story is about a little boy who is convinced his teacher isn't who everyone thinks she is. See you next time with another story and the ferocious Tyrano-thesaurus Rex.